What's going on, guys? Wolfpack Gaming here once again, and in today's video we finally got some gameplay for you. As you can see, we got Clayton Kershaw on the mound starting the game off against Signature Series Joe Morgan. I did not save the clip in time to check out the entire lineups, but this guy had a good squad. As you can see, Joe Morgan goes down there on strikes. And that is the name of this game, is Strikeouts for Clayton Kershaw. He had an amazing pitching performance all throughout this one. You can see he does get a single there through the shift, but the strikeouts that rack up throughout this game are aplenty. See, he brings in Jorge Posada here. Fouls off the sinker inside. 0-1. Gonna throw a changeup low. Swings early on it for strike 2. We're gonna go right back to it here. Little outside, but he swings right through it anyways. Strike 3 once again. Now you can see he's got Andrew Jones up here. Fastball, blow it right by him. Strike 1. We'll go to the curveball here. Makes him look silly for strike 2, and change up low. Strike 3. Pudge is going to throw him out at first base. And that's already 3 strikeouts for Clayton Kershaw. Now you can see we're jumping right into the bottom of the second here, and he's just going to keep doing the same thing. Strike 1 to Cody Bellinger, who he then is going to decide that he'd rather bring in Giancarlo Stanton for. Okay, not a big deal. See, here he tries to offer a friendly quit. Now, my thing with friendly quits is I'll accept them before the first pitch of the game is thrown. When I'm already struck out the side on you in the first inning, and it's the second inning, yeah, it's a 0-0 game, but you're swinging at everything, I'm just going to keep throwing. And, of course, I get the thing there where I can't strike him out, but that's okay. Or get him out, I should say. It was a strikeout. And now just as quick as he brought Giancarlo Stanton in, he's going to take him out. Brings in Ricky Henderson off the bench to run. Now he's got Matt Chapman up. Throws that ball in the dirt. But he goes back to first. Strike 1 to Matt Chapman. Here we got strike 2 to Matt Chapman. Just kidding. Pop up here. But he was running, so we're going to double him off of first base. Ricky Henderson on the base pass. Ricky Henderson off the base paths. Wow. All right, so now he's got, I believe it was Jose Ramirez up. The first pitch, fly ball to center field. Willie Mays is going to be able to handle that one fairly easily. We're just going to keep going on the pitching side of the ball here because offense was not very exciting in this one until the end. So stay tuned for some offense here. But you can see, you make him look silly for strike number 1. Swings right through this changeup for strike number 2. Now we're going to throw the curveball again to Johnny Bench. Nowhere close, but this guy's swinging at everything. So that is out number 1. Clayton Kershaw continues to rack up the strikeouts. Now he's got Nolan Ryan up. So my opponent had Signature Series Nolan Ryan on the mound. I had Signature Series Kershaw. It was a really good pitching matchup for most of the game, to be honest with you. Nolan Ryan is tough to hit. He's a really good pitcher in this game. But I stayed patient for the most part. And that's the key to when you face guys like Kershaw, Nolan Ryan, Justin Verlander. Even, go down off the 99s when you're facing Mad Bum, Greinke, Bert Blyleven. You got to stay patient against these guys, especially playing online. People aren't going to throw you a lot of strikes. So you got to be patient. Pause that thought. Clayton Kershaw, strike 3 again. Hopping right into the bottom of the 4th now, where Clayton Kershaw's facing Aaron Judge. Slider down and in, strike 1. Go to a curveball. He just looked silly on that curveball all game. He was very early on all my off-speed and very late on all my fastballs. As you can see, we get another strike on a ball in the dirt there. Strikeouts just keep coming. They're never going to stop at this point. You can see jumping to the bottom of the fifth here. He's got a runner at third in a full count. Strikes out Matt Chapman. Now he's got Jose Ramirez. This guy's got a runner at second. I'm sorry. Not a runner at third. It's a runner at second with one out now after the strikeout. And I try to pick him off, and I throw it away. And he's going to get up to third on that one. But that's okay. So now we're going to go with the fastball that he's been late on all game. He's late on it again. Now pitch number 2 here, and he's going to go for the suicide squeeze, but he pops the ball up to Clayton Kershaw, doubles him off. He gave up his opportunity to score there, and it's still 0-0. So now we're jumping into the bottom of the 6th inning. Look at that. He finally took a pitch for ball 1. Curveball. He fouls it off, but still very early on the feedback. And strike 3 on the changeup. Now he's got Nolan Ryan up again here in the bottom of the 6th. Late on the fastball inside. And we're going to go to a changeup, I believe, low and outside, that he actually chops to the second baseman. So not a strikeout there. But that is okay. He's got Joe Morgan coming up here once again. We're going to go to a slider down and away first pitch. Didn't have to throw a ton of sliders this game. Normally that's a pitch that I like to throw in strikeout opportunities, but really didn't throw it too much. Follow up the slider with a fastball up and in for strike 2. And then we're going to go right back to the fastball. A little more middle this time. And he swings right through it for strike 3. Now let's finally get to some offense here. First pitch, low and outside fastball to my created player, King Wolf. So it's 0-1. Pitch number 2 is a changeup in the dirt. I don't know what I was chasing there. But that's okay, because on the 61st pitch from Nolan Ryan, in the top of the 7th, he throws that high fastball that I've been looking for all game. And King Wolf drills it into the gap for a leadoff double to start the 7th inning. Finally getting some good offense going here. That's going to bring up Pudge. Pudge is going to chase a bad pitch, but he lets it go foul. So luckily I get another opportunity to do something here with Pudge. I chase another really bad ball in the dirt, but that's going to move the created player up to third base with nobody out. So the go-ahead run is at third, nobody out. 0-2 count to Pudge. He throws him a fastball down in the zone that I get a good barrel on. Sends it right to center field. Andrew Jones out there tries to make a strong toss. Little bit off, little bit late. And we got the lead 1-0. So let's go right back to the defensive side of the ball, where Clayton Kershaw was just the star of this game. You can see he gets the 0-1 lead there on Judge. 0-2 count now with the changeup in the dirt. Then we're going to go right back up to the fastball, up and in. Leave it out over a little bit, but it's up, and it's strike 3 once again. Then we got Jorge Posada, curveball, just very early. All game, off speed early, fastball late. He watched one there, up and in. Threw it a little too high out of the zone that time. I was really just trying to attack the zone as much as I could this game. You can see he does get a single there with Jorge Posada. But I was really trying to attack the zone as much as possible in this one, because he really wasn't hitting Kershaw at all. So there was really no need to dilly-dally around there. But as you can see, 0-2 now to Andrew Jones. Going to go right back to the fastball for a called strike 3. Now he's got Ricky Henderson here with 2 outs, runner at first base. Swings through the changeup, 0-1. Go to a curveball. He's going to just look silly again on that for 0-2. Fastball in, he's trying to steal. Called strike 3. No chance. You can see here now, bottom of the 8th, Matt Chapman is leading off the inning. Fastball up and in once again for strike one. Curveball way low and outside for strike two. And another curveball that almost hit him, really, for strike three. Now he's got Jose Ramirez here once again. Fastball up and in that he does foul, but I left it way more over the plate than what I have been most of the game. I was really hitting the corners with that fastball. We're going to drop a changeup here that he does foul once again. 0-2, but as you can see by the feedback, he was still early on it. So we're going to go right back to the fastball here. And strike three. Now he's got Johnny Bench in the bottom of the eighth. 2 outs. Clayton Kershaw pitching a masterful game. 0-1 on the curveball that did hang a little bit. Fastball up and in, strike two. And we're going to go right back to the off-speed. Low. He chases it. Pudge is going to make the play. Throw him out at first base for out number 3 in the bottom of the 8th. Now you can see here we're in the bottom of the 9th. 0-2 count to Reggie Jackson. And we're going to get him once again. 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Now that brings up Joe Morgan here with 1 out. Still got that 1-0 lead. Fouls off a fastball up and in. He's still very late on it though. Very late on the fastball. Gonna throw a changeup low and outside for strike 2. We're gonna try to bounce a curveball here. And he swings through it for strike 3, but Joe Morgan with that 94 speed, he's gonna get to first base. So that brings up Aaron Judge with the tying runner on first base. And 1 out. And he's gonna go hit and run here. He's going to get the tying run to third base with 1 out. Now I know that he tried for that suicide squeeze earlier, so I'm going to pitch out here because I'm looking for it, even with Posada at the plate. So I'm going to pitch out. Okay, nothing happening, 1-0. I'm going to go to the fastball in. He shows bunt, and there he goes. He gets the suicide squeeze with Jorge Posada to tie the game at 1 in the bottom of the 9th. There are now 2 outs. Winning run is at second base. First pitch to Andrew Jones, curveball, strike 1. Second pitch to Andrew Jones, curveball, strike 2. Now we're just going to blow a fastball right, not by him, because he's going to get a bat on it. But it's right to Jason Giambi for 3. Now you can see here Tony Gwynn leading off the top of the 10th inning against Felipe Vasquez, and he's going to hit a leadoff double. So that is now the go-ahead run at second base with nobody out. Rogers Hornsby is going to be up here. He brought in Dellin Betances. It's a 1-2 count. Hornsby is going to hit one through the left side, but Tony Gwynn had to stop and make sure that he wasn't going to be caught or stopped. So now we got runners at the corners with nobody out. Roberto Alomar coming up here. And it's not going to get it done. It got jammed a little bit on a fastball inside. He's going to throw it home, but I wasn't even thinking about going there. So now we got Willie Mays. Runners at the corner, still only 1 out. Check swinging on the slider outside. Check swinging again on the slider. I don't know what was going on here, to be honest with you. I was smashing the button. He just kept check swinging. That goes for the fastball outside, laid off that one. It's now a 1-2 count to Willie Mays. And Willie Mays is going to get a ground ball base hit through the left side. So now we are up 2-1. Jason Giambi coming up. More insurance runs on first and second. He's going to bring in Aroldis Chapman to face Giambi. But that's okay with me. I got my platoon bat on the bench for Giambi. And that is Nolan Arenado. So we're going to go to Nolan Arenado here, 112-107 versus lefties that day with the inside edge. And Aroldis Chapman, first pitch on the outside is drilled. No doubter. Nolan Arenado, right center field, gives us a 5-1 lead here in the 10th. Now bottom of the 10th, already 1 out here, 0-1 count. I contemplated taking Kershaw out, But with as many strikeouts as I had, why would I do so? You can see 0-2 here. Struck him out. That fastball is basically down the middle. Just struck him out. Now he's got Jose Ramirez up. First pitch to him is going to be a fastball again. Just basically right down the middle. A little above belt high. I'm going to go with the curveball low and outside again that he somehow manages to foul off. He was very early. It was low and outside and he fouled it. I don't really understand exactly. But we're going to go right back to it here for strike 3. That's your ball game. Clayton Kershaw with a record-setting 21 strikeouts in this one. Nolan Arenado coming through in the clutch to end the game. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.